see that? I want to see
My name is Catherine, and today I'm joined by three of my fellow trainers. Over on your left-hand side of the stage, we have Natalie hanging out with Calypso. In the middle, we have Holly, who will be hanging out with Indy today. And on your right-hand side, we have Alexis hanging out with Taz. Today, we'll see us engage with these incredible dolphins to show you what they're able to do, such as swim at speeds of up to 20 miles per hour and jump at heights of about 15 feet in the air. You'll also see how they keep them happy and healthy and why they're such great ambassadors for dolphins all over the world. You may see us building and strengthening our relationship throughout this presentation today in a few different ways. Sometimes it may be with a favorite toy, like a basketball or a Kong. Other times it will be with a favorite food, like a capon or a herring. And other times we show just how much we care with a simple back rub, belly rub, or even a hug or kiss. Now, as you can imagine, these dolphins are very important to us. The dolphins are found in many different times and locations all over the world. To better understand why it is so important to protect marine mammals like these, here are a few cetacean experts to share their thoughts.
Clearly, cetaceans have suffered at the hands of humanity for decades and are dwindling in number.
It was apparent that more of them were dying at human hands than babies were being born. If we wanted to continue to have these animals around with us, that we needed to do everything we could to learn about them and reduce the human-caused threat and try to save them so that future generations can enjoy seeing dolphins and porpoises in their coastal waters later.
We really need to be bringing together our expertise for supporting conservation programs in situ in the wild. That's the momentum we want to continue to create in a new common purpose, and that is to save more species from extinction.
To help various dolphin species, you have to always be aware that when we develop areas, there are other animals that already live there, and we have to take that into account and be careful in how we develop and use water.
I think one thing that people can do is continuing to support the work of accredited zoos and aquariums in this field of small cetacean conservation. Getting involved as a volunteer, getting involved as an intern. We have potentially a strong hand in getting ecosystems and the health of the planet back on track so that all of these species can survive well, and as they do, so too will humanity.
Ever since I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to work with marine animals. I would spend most summers visiting family in Florida and was inspired by the ocean and watching trainers and dolphins' relationships at local aquariums. However, growing up in small-town Indiana, that dream always seemed unattainable. A few years out of college, I found myself working a job that I wasn't passionate about and still daydreaming about working with dolphins. Finally, I took the plunge and never looked back. Achieving my dream has taken me all over the United States, connecting me with many great people and animals along the way. But ending up back in my home state and being able to keep inspiring the next generation of Hoosiers to care about and love these animals as much as I did as a little girl is really the ultimate dream.
Growing up in Indy, I always loved spending time at Holiday Park and along the White River. My dad and I would go to the park and explore all day, looking for birds, fish, and squirts. Watching these beautiful creatures was fun, but it also opened my eyes to how interconnected our world truly is. These special moments with my family and nature inspired me to pursue a career caring for and protecting animals. When I visited the Indianapolis Zoo, I instantly fell in love with the dolphins, and I knew I wanted to help protect them too. Now, every day, I'm living my childhood dream, caring for these amazing animals, and also sharing my passion and love for them. Special moments like these are what can inspire us all to make a change.
As you can see, Alexis and Taz and Natalie and Calypso have a very special relationship. We've also developed relationships with these dolphins based on trust and respect. And as you can imagine, communication is very important when we're building and strengthening the relationships that we share. We've learned to communicate with one another mostly through our own kind of body language. For example, if I take my left arm straight out in front of me and I move it up and down, I am asking the dolphins to do a behavior called a laugh. We have Alexis over on the right-hand side of class with a member of our audience, and they're going to demonstrate this